Welcome back to our channel, and thank you all for tuning in and thank you all for supporting us. And we shall continue to bring you the latest news as they happen. But if you are new to this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please encourage us by doing so. My brothers and my sisters, please let us work together with our great leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB, and Eastern Security Network to make our Biafran dream a reality. The United States government have called on Nigerian governments, the Fulani Nigerian government, that they should immediately reverse the ban on Twitter, or else sanctions will be imposed. You know, the Twitter ban is a suspension that is nothing more than state-sanctioned denial of free speech and should be reversed immediately. That was the words from the United States of American government, and they warned the Nigerian government. They told them, categorically that the U.S. will soon impose sanctions on Nigeria. They will. They have been reported to the United Nations of all the atrocities against the Biafran people and other indigenous tribes in Nigeria. They have been reported. And there is no way they can escape this. They cannot escape it. They cannot escape it because they have put themselves, they have shot themselves on the leg. And that is why Olusegun Obasanjo, Abdulsalami Abubakar, the former head of state, and as well as Bishop Onayekon and Sultan of Sokoto, they have all come together to have a meeting to discuss modalities. But after they came out of the meeting, because of the Fulani stubbornness, they forced Olusegun Obasanjo to lie that the citizenship of Biafra or Oduduwa republics will be less respected in the world stage than citizenship of Nigeria. But they lie. The Fulani are just trying to look for ways around, because now that they have been reported to the United Nations, they have no other option. They called a meeting to discuss modalities, but first they want to see the reactions of Biafrans and Nigerians, whether they will fall for that cheap lie and deception. They can't. We are not Janjaweed, so we will never fall for their cheap lies that the citizenship of Oodua Republic and Biafrans will be less respected than citizenship of the Janjaweed of the Zoological Republic of Nigeria. Who will respect someone from the zoo? Nobody respects them. And that is why we are asking for our own nation, the Biafra. And thank God the freedom is knocking at the door. It is knocking. The Sultan of Sokoto and the terrorist former head of state, Abdulsalami Abubakar, both of them are terrorists. They prevailed on Obasanjo to beg the Oodua Republic and Biafrans to jettison the fight for freedom and work for the unity of Nigeria, because Fulanis would not survive one day if Biafra and Oduduwa lives. They won't survive one day. According to the Sultan and Abdulsalami, they said the Fulanis, their survival depends on Oodua Republic and Biafra nation. But the question is, why are they planning, or why are they trying to overrun our ancestral lands? If they know their survival depends on our nations, Why are they doing that? Because of their greed and their Fulanization agendas and Islamization agendas. That is what is driving them to do such evil. But there's nothing we can do about it. Nigeria is gone. It is gone. They are looking for soft landing. They are looking for soft landing. And that is why the rubber stamp Senate president, a Fulani terrorist, Ahmed Lawal, was put to shame and disgraced when he called on Senate Minority Leader IÄNDIGA Baribe to comment on the 9th Senate achievements. And the erudite Senator Abaribe, declined to comment. He declined. He refused to comment because the Fulani-controlled Senate is the worst that have been experienced in the history of the Zoological Republic of Nigeria. And they have not succeeded in doing anything good. Rather, they have succeeded in supporting terrorism and the massacre of Biafrans. They have succeeded in that. And that is why Abaribe, refused to comment. Because there is nothing to comment. There is absolutely nothing to comment. The House of Representatives Public Accounts Committee have asked the Executive Chairman of Federal Inland Revenue Services, a Fulani Janjaweed and quota system, graduate, Alhaji Mohammed Manam Nami, to tender his resignation from office if he cannot discharge his official duties. They have told him. The House of Representatives Committee also gave the FIRS boss 18 hours to appear before it or be sanctioned. The quota system Fulani FIRS boss is currently being probed because of dwindling revenue of the federal government of Nigeria, controlled by the Fulani Janjaweed. They are known for two things, the Fulani Janjaweed. Number one is looting. They know how to loot. Number two is violence. They know how to commit or, encourage terrorism. That's the two things they know, looting and violence. The Fulani Janjaweed at FRS has looted the treasury dry. He has looted it dry. And that is why the National Assembly is calling him to order. They're asking him to leave. Because that was the same lie Garba Shehu and his gang of cabals used against Babatunde Fowler, the former FRS boss, who is from Oduduwa Nation. They used the same lies to take him out of office. They claimed that the economy or the revenue was dwindling, and they removed him. And now they use that to pave way for their Janjaweed quota system Fulani FRS boss and put him in office. The Fulani FRS boss has been diverting taxes from 3 foreign oil firms in Iguacha River State. You see how they are stealing and looting Biafran money dry? They are looting us dry. And that is why the Fulani Janjaweed is begging for one Nigeria. Because if they go now, where would they loot from? They will not loot from any. There's nowhere to loot from. Maybe they will loot from the Sahara Desert, I don't know, or Futajalon if there's anything in Futajalon. You know, that is one thing about them. They have looted everywhere dry. And now they are in trouble. You know, the two minority caucuses of the Senate and the House of Representatives in the National Assembly have asked Nigerians to ignore the ban on Twitter operations. And threat of being arrested by the federal government of anyone tweeting. According to a joint statement signed by the leaders of the two minority caucuses, Senator IÄNDIGA Baribe and Honorable Undudi Elumelu, they said that the ban by the Fulani Nigerian government runs at variance with the provision of Article 19 and 20 of the United Nations Chapter on Human Rights, Fundamental Human Rights, which Nigeria is a signatory to, as well as provision of Section 39 and 36, subsection 12 of the fraudulent 1999 Nigerian Constitution as amended. So they have told Nigerians, they have told Biafrans to ignore the ban, and no one can arrest them. No one can arrest them. Even the Fulani Janjaweeds are also still using the Twitter. They are still tweeting. And they are telling others not to tweet. They are threatening Nigerians and Biafrans of arrest. But they have failed. They have failed and they have put themselves in trouble. The United States government have warned them, and they have been reported to the United Nations. And very soon, very, very soon, the independence of Biafra and Oduduwa shall come to pass. Thank you, my brothers and my sisters, for watching this video. And thank you for supporting us. And bye-bye for now.